My name is Princy Prasad, and I'm from Bronxville Gospel Assembly. Today, I'd like to talk to you about remembering your family tree of faith. A family tree is about history, lineage, genealogy. And why do we see genealogies in the Bible? It's about reasoning. It tells us who this person is, their ancestors, and what set them apart to be talked about today. So, a family tree of faith is essentially reasoning for our faith today, a history or lineage of our faithful ancestors. But let's break it down with some visual aids. The family tree of faith must have foundation. A tree's roots dive deep and spread out to help anchor the tree and to absorb water and nutrients from the soil. I am a first-generation Indian American. It's because of the faith of my parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and beyond, deep-rooted, that I am allowed to flourish, to bloom. But where are you and I in this picture? Well, this comes to the leaves. Think springtime, green leaves, blossoming flowers. It is proof of life. We are a testament of the faith of our forefathers. We should be brilliant, bright, alive, because we are growing thanks to those roots. Now, did you know that all tree leaves serve the same purpose? They make food for the tree. We, the leaves, get sunlight to support those roots that first fed us, to grow us. But where do we do this? Well, the trunk. The trunk of a tree is important for two reasons: support and network. In a tree, it is the strongest part, but it also houses a nutrients network. From the roots to the leaves, and from the leaves to the roots, that houses a whole system. Church is where the leaves and roots meet. It is where intergenerational community lives, networks, and supports. It should be the strongest part of the family tree of faith. Whether you live at home with a spouse or on your own, you need community to dig deep and to continue growing. So, in Hebrews 12 verse 1, it says, "Do you see what this means? All these pioneers who blazed the way, all these veterans cheering us on. Remember those roots that grew you, because it's not just about you." In Acts 2 verse 39, it says, "For the promise is for you and for your children and for all who are far off, everyone whom the Lord our God calls to himself." God calls everyone. So, your faith is part of a larger body of believers. It is for both the saved and unsaved, because we are all connected. Because if we remember those genealogies in the Bible, it all leads back to God. Meaning, we must lead back to God. We are evidence of God, of faith. So tend to those roots. They've worked hard to produce your faith and provide for your growth. So we, the leaves, must seek God and continue to grow so that more people see evidence of God's blessing, power, and reality. But, church, we also need to let these leaves flourish, to let them shine brightly, and to grow in those new directions that the sun calls them to. No pun intended. The point is, every part has purpose, and there is no way that a tree can live with only leaves or only trunk or only root. Because in the end, what's our goal? It's to bring people back to God. So let's remember our family tree of faith and continue to invite others to join in it.